Greetings from Dystopia, episode 135. I need a title. Can't think of one. Just going to run over, get my walkout. I had a question on ciders, cider line, Sighther. So I'll set one up and then fish at the pond by the house to try and give you a better visual of it. The material I found was recommended to me by Rob Worthing, and again, you can find it at Tenkara Bum. It's funny, I feel like I'm always plugging Chris, but you know, it's not intentional. It's just the place to go for stuff like that. So yeah, I'll show you that and we'll talk about it. Damn, traffic backed up. Comments this morning. Episode 133. Let's go see. Oh, okay. It's from my daughter. The episode where she thought she knew where the filter is. And she just said, "Oh, Poppy," and gave me a hug. I get it. Believe me, I think you're right. I just did not see it. It's not worth spending multiples of time looking for it. So not that big of a deal. Told you when you were small to just have fun. I'm not sure exactly what part you commented on. You know how to comment by time. Most people do. If you don't and you're watching, you can comment on a specific time in the video by just writing that time. So if it's 3 minutes, 30 seconds, if you type in 3:30 in your comment and somebody clicks on it, it'll take them right to that point in the video. B's done that a few times. Again, also from my daughter, do you not use Vox? Vox wax. Vox is wax, but I'm not sure what you're talking about. So, let me know. Oh, I bet I know. Mustache wax. I do occasionally. Why? Is it getting out of control? I remember that. That's just a funny one. When she was real little, maybe 4 or 5, she would always get up in my face and smell my mustache because of the smell of the wax. The one I used back then, it had that old musk, kind of like, oh man, that's hard to describe, but it's a musk smell, more like some of the musk colognes. The one I use now is, it's kind of musk, but kind of lemony at the same, citrusy at the same time. I forgot the brand. That's funny. Somebody else just posted on Facebook today a photo of himself a few years ago with this big handlebar. They look cool, but ain't nobody got time for that. If you've got time to work a handlebar mustache, and arguably with wax, it's very simple. But still, if you've got time to trim that, you've got time to do other stuff. Let's see. So that was the main YouTube comments. I had a direct message asking about tarp setups or tarp tents. And I know I've mentioned that a few times in the past, so I'll throw a couple in my bag. The 2 Mountain Smiths. One is simply a tarp, and one is the Mountain Shelter LT, I think is the model of that one. I had one of those years ago, and I sold it, and I just bought a new one last year, so I actually have not set it up. The form factor is slightly different. My older one, I actually had a stove jack cut into it, took it to a sewing shop and brought in the fiberglass fabric, and had them sew in a stove jack. So I could use this little bitty wood burning stove I had at the time. Anyway, so yeah, I'll bring those up, set those up. I'm not sure exactly what he's looking for in tarp setups, if it's just a regular tarp. Something like that would actually take a couple hours to go through different tarp configurations. So that's another one of those videos you probably better just YouTubing in general, just searching YouTube. But I'll bring one with, and if I get some time, or if it starts to rain, one of the days while I'm up there, I can walk through setting some of that up. Speaking of which, I wanted to see if there was an updated forecast. I have to laugh at the weather app, Google's weather app. Dark sky is no longer online for Android. That was a huge mistake by that company. Bigger mistake by Apple for not leaving the API open so that another developer could pick it up. All right, so right now, Saturday, they're calling for scattered thunderstorms in Viroqua in Wisconsin. So you might get a full tarp video. But can't, well, although I've been up there fishing a few times when it was, or out there fishing a few times, and it started raining and the trout went absolutely ape. And I'm sure that somehow the random raindrops hitting the water feeds them or forces them into thinking it's a hatch, and they just, I think I caught 20 fish in like half an hour. I mean, just boom, 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 boom. Fast as I get one in, get them off, cast back out, there's another trout. So yeah, so I'll work on that. Again, the videos while I'm up there will all be postcards from Dystopia, so they'll be little short 5-10 minute videos. I commented this morning, it will definitely be a sunset, there will definitely be a cloud time lapse. I might set up over a field while I'm fishing, a grazing area for cattle, while I'm fishing, and catch video of the cows moving around. That's just always cracks me up, because I look at it and all I can hear is little like old school lawnmowers moving or something. It's just funny to watch cows in a time lapse across a field. It's always funny to me. But I like time lapses. My daughter likes them. Nobody's really spoke out against them, the viewers, so you might just get a couple of those. Anyway, heading over to the old bridge. Gotta get my walk out real quick. I don't need a lot of steps today. Today's an easy day. Oh, back at the old bridge again. I know, I'm waiting for the message. Will you stop going there? It's not far from the house. It's really pretty to walk. Honestly, it's really pretty to look at, that old bridge. Whoops, wrong way. I don't know why. Especially, I can't zoom in, but if you look at just, well, your view, it's going to be partially cut off by the sign post. But the sign up at the top of the bridge, the old, I forgot what that's called. It's just the sign for the bridge maker. But that spot right there just, I don't know. It always gets my attention. I love these old steel bridges. There's the little sign I was talking about up at the top. Wrought Iron Bridge Company Builders, Canton, Ohio. And I don't remember where whoa, almost dropped it. I don't remember where I found it, but the bridge was built, sorry, there's a vehicle behind me. The bridge was built around 1901. What is this? Oh, suddenly there's a bunch of geese taking a bath down there. Or are they fighting? No, they're bathing. That's pretty funny. I'm walking on what used to be Renwick Road. So that's what the old bridge was for, and there was this train crossing here, way back once upon a time. I walked down the track with you guys in one of the episodes. Like I said, I gotta admit that I do love walking tracks. But I think part of that is it's, the tie back to my dad working at the railroad. When I was little, I have no qualms about walking tracks. It's just something about that view, looking down tracks. It always makes me wonder, where did they come from and where are they going to? I don't know if you heard it just then. police officer just gave me a warble. In other words, get off the track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 geese. Might have missed one. Yep, they're getting all bathed up. Well, I turned the camera off to get a walk in. I got a message. What is this thing you keep talking about? He spelled it wrong, but a coolie. What is a coolie? Coolie. But Americanized, Englishized, or anglicized as coolie. It's just a valley. I never noticed this, never paid attention. There's a big shelf-type fungus growing on this sycamore. I don't recall ever seeing fungus on sycamore. And as I'm walking out from the top of that tree, there's a darker section. Again, I can't zoom in, but there's a couple dead limbs hanging lower on the left of the taller tree. As I'm walking out, I hear something that's kind of like almost a, well, I know what the sound was now. It's the sound of the wings. But all of a sudden, it comes right down there, grabs, goes flying out over the trees. The hawk just grabbed a mouse out of the field behind me as I was walking. I was just about ready to go, okay, I'm trying to get off that habit. So the question was about sighting material. I mentioned a sighter, S-I-G-H-T-E-R. The one that Rob Worthington turned me on to is again from Tenkarabum. You can kind of see it's a multicolored line piece of material. That's a good question. I'm assuming it's nylon. All right, so the package when you buy it, this is straight off of Chris's website, tenkarabum.com. Each package of the Tenkarabum Tactical Nymphing Sighter comes with 3 lengths of line, each over 6 feet long, about 20 feet in total. Each of the 3 6-foot lines has a long section of white, then roughly a 20-inch section that's black, fluorescent orange, black, fluorescent chartreuse, black, and then another long section of white. So it gives you the option to cut multitudes of sighters to fit with any conditions. I typically use, where did I put that? Oh, there it is. So this is a line I have set up for the Riverworks micro rod. So I have roughly 9 feet of level line and about 3 feet of the tactical sighter. Don't know how well that's going to show. Should show pretty good because of the colors. But so this is the tippet end, where I would tie in the tippet. Man, that knot looks huge on camera, but those are 2mm tippet rings. I just do 3 or 4 turns in an improved clinch knot to tie on the tippet ring to the sighter. So you get the white, I get a short section of black, section of orange, section of black, section of chartreuse, section of black, section of white, and then you can see the orange coming in right there. That is the level line itself. I'll shorten it up a little bit on fixed line rods, only because I'm thin level line this year. I have that piece of sighter on there, and then a piece of tippet. The sighter, I've not really noticed spook fish. Your mileage may vary. I'm looking to see how much it currently costs, if he has it in stock, and he does. So it's $8 for a package, 0.013 or 0.011 diameter. Best stuff in the world, and again, Rob Worthington, thank you. That's switching to using that sighter line on fixed line fishing has completely changed my nymphing game on fixed line rods. Especially, well, now with the Riverworks rods with that grip, the way it transfers the data from the fly up the rod works absolutely perfect. All right, let's go ahead to the pond, see if we can catch us a fish. I'm going to crank up the tunes for a little bit. I'll see you guys at the pond. Well, in an unsurprisingly dick move, I'm parked here and I'm grabbing my stuff. And a guy pulls up in front of me. He's about 60, 80 feet in front of me, but he just whips up in front of me. And I hear him pointing at his kid and then yelling. You know, he's telling his kid to run out on the floating dock to beat me out there. Talk about the dick move of the day. All right, so let me turn around and get a little better light here. So the goal is I'm just going to cast out this way, and I'm going to set the camera up on the culvert grate, and then just do a few casts, and if I catch a fish, cool. If not, cool. The idea is just for you to be able to see the sighter over the water and the different backgrounds, so I'll show you in a bit. All right, so hopefully this works out well enough. So I'm trying to see if you can see just the raw cider floating there or not. Just try and give that a shot and see. All right. I did it again. All right. So I'll go back and look at that footage. Hopefully it shows the cider up really good. From the angle I was at, it was super, super bright. The idea is just that you can see the position of the tippet in relation to the fly or the end of the line. So it gives you an idea where to start looking. That tippet's a little too long for that setup. I think that would actually balance out perfect on a standard 360 or 380 rod. That's 9 foot, 270 or 300. Did you actually put on here the length? 280. 9 foot 2 inches. I can't tell if that's focusing or not. But yeah, trust me. 9 foot 2 inch, 280 centimeter. That line will probably work really well on the 360. I could probably get away with the same piece, but extend the level line just a little bit. I have to play with it. It's the first time I fished with that rod, so I was just taking a guess. I noticed it's a much faster cast with that one. So by the time I get done this weekend, spot on. You always got to dial in lines a little bit. That's the other thing I like with Tenkara is it's a lot of fun. Fixed line fishing, put it that way. Anyway, I did it again. I'm trying to get that out of my vocabulary. My vocabulary. All right, that's it for today, guys. I'm going to head back, get this edited up, and get it up for you to have another short video tomorrow. And that's it. We'll see you then. Be good. Be well. You know what it is. Put them on. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.